Hey, perfect spirit. I'm Sam, the miracle man. Now let's create that miracle, that transformation in your life right here, right now. There is no time to delay. All right, so if you're new to my channel, welcome. I talk about getting rid of all this head trash, which is all those stories that are creating stress, worry, anxiety, just creating a mess. So we need to throw out this head trash and really tap into our true self, that perfect spirit. And everyone is perfect spirit. We are that soul, that consciousness. But we forget. We get so identified with our story, our name, our age, our sex, our job, our ailments, whatever it may be. We identify with our story. And we are greater than our story. We are perfect spirit. So this, actually, August was my 10th year anniversary of discovering who I was. So 10 years ago, I was a very sick man with multiple sclerosis, bipolar, rapid cycling bipolar. So I was all over the place. And I was always in the mindset, what else is going to go wrong? And life was going wrong, dealing with the bipolar, the psoriasis, the psoriatic arthritis, the migraines, and then finally the MS, where I lost the ability to walk. So we have all these conditions, but we are not those conditions. And so, roughly 10 years ago, I discovered who I truly was. I would say I am bipolar, I have multiple sclerosis, I have migraines, all these kind of stories. There was an attachment to my stories. But then when I began my meditation practice, that's when I discovered that I have thoughts, but I'm not my thoughts. So if we're not our thoughts, then who are we? So I sat with that question for a few months, and then the answer arose, perfect spirit. I'm like, that's it. I'm perfect spirit. And I just simply had a deep sense that all is well, and any fear about my health issues were simply over. I knew it was simply done. And roughly within, let's see, November of 2011, it was in fact done. No more medicine, no signs of disability, no cane, no nothing. So all things are possible. Don't give up the faith, the belief in you, the real you, not the abstract version of you in your head, that story. To realize that I'm soul, I'm consciousness, I'm spirit. I am part of the one spirit, the one soul, the one consciousness. That the mind loves duality, but in actuality, it's all one thing. And if you look at the mouse, on the quantum level, it's in the same energetic field that I'm in. That in the deepest levels, I'm connected to this mouse because we share the same energy of consciousness, the quantum field, the 0 point, that we are part of this one essence, and we simply forget this fact. So I had no spiritual teachers. I didn't do anything special. I just sat there and relaxed. For some people, for me, I was always under the impression that meditation is like Zen monk type things. You sit a certain way, you hold your hands, you breathe a certain way. I didn't do any of that. So that's not my form of meditation. My form of meditation is really a skilled relaxation process. That there goes the mind thinking again. Don't judge yourself, don't criticize yourself. That's what the mind does. Then when you notice the mind thinking, you come back to this moment. Where are your feet? Where are your hands? What are you touching? And all of our power is here in this moment because consciousness is here in this moment. That mind is a time traveler, usually dwelling in the past. The mind loves to drag the past into the present, to drag our burdens from yesterday to today. And we can let all these burdens, all this weight off our shoulders and let it go and realize at that point in time, That's what your skill levels were. You were doing your best at that time, given your level of understanding and really the depth of your own awareness. Most people do not have that depth of awareness to really know who they are because the mind's always keeping them distracted, busy. The mind's making them forget, chasing the to-do list, chasing success, chasing relationships. Whatever it may be, you are beyond all of that. So it's just a matter of just relaxing. Like I never saw myself as a healthy man. That was never my intent was never to be healthy. I simply read that meditation brings inner peace. And where I was at that point in my life, I needed peace. I was completely overwhelmed, stressed out about life, on this constant, hamster wheel, chasing things, always wondering what else is going to go wrong. That was just chasing the mind, always dwelling in the mind where most people dwell. But once I know His perfect spirit, I knew my true self. Some can call that a self-realization moment. When you remember beyond doubt who you are. Usually we get a glimpse of it, then we lose it. We get lost in the story, then we got it, then we lose it. Got it, lost it. It's just the game the mind plays. But once that door is opening to the discovery of who you are, it can never be closed fully. There's something within you knows, peace is within me. Love, satisfaction is within me. All the resources I need are within me. So just slow it way down. Realize that you're alive. All things are possible. And when this body drops away, and it will drop away, the consciousness, the spirit will continue onwards because it's the one great spirit, the one great soul, the one energy, the one consciousness, the one 0 point, whatever you wish to call it. You are that. You are way beyond your thoughts, your stories, your beliefs, your opinions, your ailments, your persona, your personality. That's just your human experience. But we take our human experience as our truth of who we are. And this simply is not the case. Just learn to be here in this moment. And you can start wherever you are. You don't need any special instructions. This practice can be done anywhere. Standing at a checkout line at a store. Notice what you're standing on. Notice what you're touching. Notice what you're seeing. And just engage your senses. Get yourself into this moment. And when you get yourself into this moment, you're putting a gap into the thought stream. The more gaps, the more peace. It's that simple. To discover our true self is actually rather simple, but the mind makes it so complex, so difficult, believing that all these rules. And unfortunately, there's a lot of spiritual teachers that have all these rules that you need to follow them to all their seminars, listen to their videos daily, follow their protocol, their routine. It's like, no, you're a unique expression of the one. You have your own way. Just be here to the best of your ability. So yeah, you can go into some of these spiritual teachers and have all these mystical experiences. Heck, I give people mystical experiences in my circles. But I tell people, I just simply want you to remember who you are. Don't follow me. I just want you to discover who you are and your strength. And yeah, you're going to have some of these experiences to move through these blockages, if you will, this dump of head trash. We can pierce through that and help you remember who you are. Because the greatest thing I hear in my circles is the deep sense of peace they are feeling. This deep sense of peace is who we truly are. Anything that takes us outside of peace is the garbage, is the head trash. Need to let that stuff drop away and realize you were enough. You are here for a reason. Follow your own voice, march to your own drummer. Just be quiet and allow the wisdom within you to rise up. All right, well, take good care of yourself. I will talk to you soon.